welcome to Popular Pixel, and today, like I said, we've got kind of a special video going on today. We've got the first, as far as I know, Polymega Meetup. So we're kind of hanging out, we're going to play some games, and we've got a couple of visitors with us, and I'll go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
I'm 32-bit Rancher. R-Type.
And of course, as you may know, I've had R-Type on my channel before, and this is the first time for 32-bit Rancher, and we appreciate him allowing us to come into his domicile here. As you can see, we've got a tiny screen behind us that we're going to be doing some gaming on today, as well as going through and doing a bunch of ripping for our Polymega collections. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the videos and stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you later.
Check me out on Retro Game Scavengers YouTube.
This meetup did not exactly go as planned. Originally, we had planned to have quite a bit more time, and also we wanted to capture the video of the installation of stadium events for the NES on our Polymegas, but we were unable to get that part of it locked down, unfortunately. But the story about how this guy who owns stadium events, how he came into owning this infamous game, is quite interesting, but that may be a story for another time. Our day ended up being cut down to just 4 hours. I was actually in town to spend some time with family for Christmas, and 32-bit Rancher, when he found out that I was in the area, he had contacted me to see if we could maybe make some plans to meet up. And of course, R-Type, who also lived very close by, so we all gathered up our Polymegas, hauled over to his ranch, and we got going. I decided to bring an old monitor to make this a little bit easier on me for ripping games. The sad part is that I forgot to tell R-Type to bring his NES module with, as 32-bit module, of course, hasn't been working properly, and he's going through the process of getting that exchanged. So I didn't end up actually getting any of the NES games that I was wanting to get, but hey, it won't be the last time that I visit him either. After that, we started working out some of the quirks of ripping the games, and these games were the ones that weren't in the database. So after actually taking one of these custom games, getting it set up, you enter in the name, you enter in the region, that sort of thing, I thought it was good. So I'd pull out a cartridge, I'd put another one in, and I'd go and do the same thing, only to find out that we were missing a step. We had to physically go in and actually install the game to the hard drive. Oh well. So after all of this that we've been going through thus far, we were down just a little bit more on time. While enjoying each other's company, as well as, of course, talking games, movies, and many other topics that came up, many of 32-bit Rancher's animals came to partake in this meetup. This one decided to climb up in my lap while I was ripping games on the floor, and I couldn't help but give it some love. Such a playful and beautiful Pomeranian. Back to the games now. 32-bit's game room was something to behold. I thought I was crazy when it came to game collecting, but I can't even hold a candle to his collection. And this doesn't even include the arcade that he had in the room next door. I like that he has the ability to have a place to keep his games safe and displayed in a way where he can find anything that he's looking for within seconds. Of course, all of the games are separated by console and then alphabetized. Oh yeah, I'm sure that we probably messed that up a little bit while we were at his house. Sorry about that, 32-bit Rancher. I'll tell you, one of my favorite things that I like about the latest update with the Polymega is the ability to install games that I have purchased, some that are non-licensed games, such as the Tengen games, like this one here with Pac-Man. If I put it in here and I find a database entry, or I add my own database entry, either way, I can still have it on the console without having to worry. And of course, there's always those English translation cards that maybe were reproductions that you'd like to play, but you just can't normally play them on the Polymega. For instance, my Final Fantasy VII entry here, this was originally a Korean game that was unlicensed, of course, by Nintendo, but it was later translated to English. That or my Pokemon Yellow for the NES, but neither one of those currently work. Oh well. We're still ripping games. Time has run out, and we've actually ended up leaving 20 minutes late. So it's time for us to call it a night.
Well, hey guys, thank you so much for dropping by. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a chance to really play any of the games. We were kind of limited on time, unfortunately. So we did a lot of ripping of games, and you probably see on the video here that there was no chance for us to really even get into some of the multiplayer games. That's really what I was kind of wanting to get into. But as far as multiplayer games, what are some of your favorite multiplayer games to play on the Polymega?
Bomberman, Saturn Bomberman.
Oh yeah.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yeah. Oh man, I really miss out on some of those kind of party games. But once Polymega kind of also gets some of the Nintendo 64 stuff going, I'm really looking forward to even playing some of the Mario Party, I guess. Yeah. GoldenEye. Oh my goodness. Oh, that would be so awesome to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember playing. You have those tiny little screens with your squares.
Yeah.
But something like this, man, that would be amazing. We're gonna have to get back together again sometime. But again, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. And until next time, keep on gaming. Take care, you guys.